Mr. President.
Senator from Alaska is recognized.
Mr. President, I call up my amendment 5435, and I ask that it be reported by number.
The clerk will report.
Senator from Alaska, Mr. Sullivan, proposes amendment number 5435 to amendment number
I ask that
5194.
the reading be waived.
Without objection.
Mr. President, we have a true crisis, a humanitarian crisis, a national security crisis right now on our southern border. It is a huge tragedy that my Democratic colleagues want to ignore. And that tragedy has spread across our nation. Crime, victims of human trafficking, many of them children, a fentanyl epidemic killing our young people, chaos, all fueled by a lawless border. Secure borders work.
In order, take conversations off the floor so the senator from Alaska can be heard.
Thank you, Mr. President. Secure borders work. Walls work. Just ask the Biden administration as they are quietly building sections of the wall in Arizona right now. The Democrats' partisan reconciliation bill does nothing to address this crisis. Instead, it gives DHS $500 million for sustainability and environmental programs when our kids are dying from drugs streaming in from the border, when our communities are under siege. This should not be the priority for DHS. My amendment would take this $500 million and recommit it, this DHS money, to building the wall and securing our border, which is DHS's primary mission, not environmental programs. I ask that all my colleagues vote yes on this common sense amendment.
The senator from Michigan is recognized.
Mr. President, communities all across the country are suffering from exposure to PFAS, commonly used chemicals that do not break down and have been linked to serious health problems. This amendment would strike a provision in the bill that would help DHS repair and upgrade its facilities to protect surrounding communities and frontline DHS personnel from these harmful chemicals. This amendment instead seeks to continue the past administration's efforts to fund and construct an ill-conceived border wall on the southern border. I agree that we need secure borders, but we need smart and cost-effective security measures, including technology and adequate personnel levels to meet our border security needs. We should be working together in a bipartisan manner to develop smart investments in border security that secure our southern and northern borders instead of throwing taxpayer dollars to build a costly and ineffective wall. I urge my colleagues to vote no.
Mr. President, how much time do I have left?
The time has expired on both sides.
Ask for the yeas and nays.
Is there a second? Position second? There appears to be. Clerk will call the roll.
We're ready? On this vote, the yeas are 50, the nays are 50, and the amendment is not agreed to.
Okay. Mr. President?
Senator from Montana.
Mr. President, I ask unanimous consent that the following amendment